Great game. Obviously, just really happy about the win, but I'm just really proud of the way the guys played. I'm just so, man, this wasn't easy, but just proud of our guys and just the fight and the belief that they have in each other, leadership in our team. Just really proud of our guys being able to make plays, and it's just it was an exciting win, but the coach in me wants us to get better, obviously, but felt like we had some good moments. I want us to be more consistent, but you have to give Oklahoma State a lot of credit. I mean, they came in ready to play. They had a plan, and we were going to have to. I mean, we're going to have to battle that every week when you look at how many yards we gave up in the run game and some of the issues that we had were guys trying to do. I think guys were trying to do a little bit too much and weren't executing the scheme. But that's on us as coaches, and I got to do a better job of that too. And just the fundamental stuff, I thought didn't tackle as well as we should. Even though Ollie Gordon, he finds ways to break tackles, and he's a dynamic back. But yeah, with all those things being said, I was really proud that we were able to get more points than them. You look at the run game from our offense and the explosive plays that we had, and just really proud that we were able to march down. I like the play of Jake. Other than the interceptions, I like what he did, especially in the last drive. And he knows that we need to be better as a team, and made too many mistakes. I think normally we can overcome some of those mistakes if you're being aggressive, but not against really good teams, man. And we probably way too many mistakes that I'm comfortable with. So we just got to keep improving, getting better, but can't deny the opportunity for us to celebrate the win, and that it was good for the program, good for our team, good for the offense, and good for the players. So I thought finding a way to get the win was key for us. Just remind that these guys played for the conference championship last year, so and they returned a lot of the guys. I mean, so we saw them play, and it was unfortunate. I think their quarterback went out, got hurt, and he had some big plays against us, and that's the game. We've been on that side before, so hope he gets better, and hope the guys heal up those that got banged up, and look forward to getting better and getting to next week. So, what questions do you guys have for me?
Describe what you saw on that last touchdown pass that gave you the win and what that was like.
Well, I saw the catch, and I was more concerned about the time, so I was looking up at the clock to see if we needed to clock it or we had a timeout, and knew that we probably had time to clock. And then I kind of got shocked because he broke some tackles and got the score, so it made it easy. And then my concern went to getting everybody off the field so we didn't get penalized for it, and then getting the defense ready for the last 10 seconds of the game.
Darius, his last three games now, he's had over 120 yards receiving in 2 of the games. Had a career high at 129 tonight. What have you seen from him that's allowed him to kind of emerge as that go-to big play receiver?
I think I think all the guys are go-to for us, and you can only take so many guys away. And I'm glad that Jake was going through the progression and seeing Keelan, seeing Chase. So I think try not to force the ball to certain players, and just going through the kind of his reads is the key for our quarterback, and having the time and all that. I mean, that's what we need from him, and it's unfortunate the turnovers that we had, because it's uncharacteristic of what he's been doing and how he's been protecting the ball. But it happens sometimes. I'm glad that it happened and we were able to get the win. But against really good teams, it's hard to spot them. I'm glad we made tackles. That's the key on offense. Yet they weren't able to turn those into points, but we have a lot of work still to go. I mean, this is a good win, and I'm excited about it. But there's definitely room for improvement. Can't complain about being 7-0 and being able to fix those concerns.
You guys got down 35-31. What was kind of the mood on that sideline before the offense took the field?
Well, the team, I mean, there's still time. That's why we took the timeouts, and I was trying to be smart with it. I think receiver went out of bounds on one, so I didn't have to use the timeout there. So we felt good about it. It would have been nice to get the stop and force them to kick a field goal so we can just kick a field goal at the end to win it, but it just worked out the way it did. I mean, I'm glad that we were able to get the ball back with some time, and I think the big play was the 4th down conversion to Chase Roberts was huge, and then Jake being able to just being nifty enough to see the run and take the yards, and then that took a lot of the chunk yardage out that we had to, and we spiked the ball, so we were able to play the next play and get a call in. this is what we practice, and it's nice to see them execute it really high level. And the players, great communication. They all knew who was going to get the ball and at certain times and whatever coverages we see. So we practice that situation all the time, and it's just nice to get the win from it.
What message did the team send tonight with Statement 7?
What was that?
What message did the team send tonight with Statement 7?
I mean, Statement 7 was just hey, find a way to win. It's a good team win. I can't sit there and say like one phase in all three phases that one was the key, but all three just stuck together and we just found a way to get a win. I mean, it's a good team win, but we made mistakes, and that's a team mistakes. So, but we were able to find a way to. Good teams can find a way to get this done, man. I've coached some of those and been on some really special teams. They just find a way and they believe. And these guys, they know we got to get back to work and relish the moments that we're in. But we're gonna have fun and enjoy it. That's a huge accomplishment where they're at right now. But man, you can't take anything lightly, and not that we did, but we know we're going to get their best shot. You guys have heard me say it before. We're going to get their best shot. We just got to make sure that ours comes along. I don't know if that was our best shot, but I know that there's times that last drive was definitely a best shot of ours in the end. But that you have to give credit for Oklahoma State to stress us a little bit. I don't mind it. I don't mind the stress and the growth that we can make from this game.
Kalani, it looked like Jake was banged up a little going into the halftime.
Mm-hmm.
Was there any thought or kind of what was his prospects coming out?
Yeah, we talked to him. He's fine. It's just quarterbacks don't get hit, so when they hit the ground, sometimes I think it's an easy way to panic. So he's fine. Don't fill his head with anything. He's going to be just fine.
What was it like watching the defense struggle on their last drive? Because they put together an 8+ minute, 17-minute drive. How hard was that?
It's hard to get out of the plays, but you have to give credit to. I mean, that screen play that they did to Presley was they executed the play, and I wish I could say that. Had we played more assignment sound, I think it would have made it more difficult. We would have got out some drives, but. It was uncharacteristic of what you've seen from our defense, and so I have to watch the film. I have a feeling that guys are trying to do too much, that everyone's trying to get in the how do they get the energy and the momentum of creating the turnovers, because that can be exciting, but it can also be a hindrance sometimes when guys are going out of their own responsibilities to try to make the play. And I don't fault them, but we've got to be a little bit more disciplined and make sure that everybody does their 1/11. And I thought we freelanced a little bit for the sake of trying to make the big play. And that's my first initial impression. And it put the defense in tough spots and it hurt us, especially in the big plays and the run plays. So we'll go back to that and try to find ways to get these guys to play at a more disciplined level.
Did BYU's offense put Oklahoma State to run the ball as much with their quarterback?
Yeah, I mean, we knew that. That's what they do. They're good at pounding the ball, and they have one of the best running backs in the country. The QB was committed to running the ball too, and we knew that was going to be part of it. But they just had way too much success on us and what we've been able to do all year long. So that was. We'll just go back to the film and try to find ways to get better. You have to give them credit for making that and stressing us a little bit. And I think UCF's going to do the same thing next week. So. We've got to be ready for it, but I look forward to getting better and for our guys to get to work on it.
BYU's offense put up 38 points. It seems like they're in a groove right now and producing. How would you describe Aaron Roderick over the last few weeks as a play caller and how this offense has been able to get in sync and score the ball?
Yeah, I think he's done a great job. I think being the offense coordinator at BYU can be tough sometimes. You're criticized quite a bit. I mean, I know I played here. Seeing the things that were said about Roger French and Norm Chow and the entire staff, it hasn't changed, but it's the high expectations from our fans. We understand it, and but it doesn't hurt to score 38 points. So if we can score 38 points every week, I like our chances, So A-Rod understands what's at stake here. He understands expectations, and he's willing to meet it. So I don't have a problem with how he works. I think the way he organizes it and the way he coaches with his staff. Can't complain about what they were able to do tonight. I thought they were able to do some things that the drive killers were the turnovers, and some of the mistakes that we made. But we were so close to just being really unstoppable on offense. And you have to give Oklahoma State credit for getting some timely stops. But I'm glad that we're in a position to kick a field goal, and Will came through and made it. And that gave us the win, that we were able to go get the score and come out with the W.
Last two questions. Go
comeback
Mitch
win, like-
first, then we'll go here.
Okay.
Comeback win like tonight, you feel like your team is a group, like a team of destiny right now with how you guys are just finding a way to win no matter what.
I don't know. I don't want to categorize it or define it that way. It's just like you can see when teams find a way to get the win, but you have to work. I mean, we're going to go back to work. That's going to be the key, and we got to learn from it. And I think I've been singing that tune from the very beginning. And you got to find ways to be disciplined and be humble. Just be humble and just work every week for what's ahead of you. Don't look at the next game. All we're focused on right now is game 8, and we've got to find a way to be better. And that's what we're looking forward to. That, and I think it's going to be a good test for us. But we definitely can improve. I would say that I love the way the team is working, though, and the connection that they have with each other and the love that they share for each other, the belief. That's something that's special, and I love the leadership on this team.
I believe LJ had a career night as well. Was that one of the emphasis points at halftime to run the ball more with him in the second half?
Well, I mean, LJ's a playmaker for us. I think if offensively, I don't really give them any. I don't sit there and tell them what to do. Let's get more points on the board. Let's get first downs and get more points on the board. I thought they were doing some really good things. We just got to finish drives and get some scores. I mean, we're so close from being really explosive and unstoppable, and that's going to be. And a lot of the so I'm looking at a lot of the situations, the issues that we can fix ourselves in all 3 phases, the fixable things. If we can do that in the next week, I really like our chances every week. And right now we're focused on the next game, which is UCF. So.
All right, thank you.
All right, guys, thank you.